I know Ron because I went to work for his small firm back in the late 70s.
I first met Ron in 1987. I was an eager co-op student at the University of Cincinnati looking for a job.
Ron believed that there was a market for architectural practice that would specialize in sports.
He understood the business of sport, and he understood how the design of the facility would not only be something that could create an amazing experience for a fan, but it could also generate revenue that hadn't been done before.
He's certainly the visionary that I attribute, sort of seeing this opportunity to specialize in one area of architecture.
Ron's big ideas that was adopted first in the U.S. and then later around the world was that teams should have a building that's specific to their sport. That was something that Ron brought to the Truman Sports Complex, and it was adopted elsewhere as well.
All the multi-purpose stadiums were not very attractive.
Most of, if not all, the facilities were municipal facilities that were publicly financed.
We had 2 stadiums in this town when every other city in the country had one multi-purpose stadium. And Ron saw that model as being the way the future was going to be created.
My dad was a very creative person, somebody who had a tremendous vision, and in Ron, I think he found somebody who shared his vision and could help it become a reality.
He always had something he was thinking about, some new idea that he wanted to talk to an owner about, reimagining what hadn't been done before. And I think that's his real contribution.
From the very last seat in the third deck to the field, it's closer than any other stadium in the United States. The noise really became part of the game.
Again, I have asked the defense to help lower the crowd noise. Any further crowd noise problem will result in a charged timeout against Kansas City. Thank you for your cooperation.
When we were making the decision to put in AstroTurf in Arrowhead, Lamar wanted to be part of it like he did most every big decision. And so he and Ron Labinski went down to Houston to where the AstroTurf was being developed and built. And he said, I turned around and looked out there, and here is Lamar Hunt and Ron Labinski lying down and rolling on the AstroTurf just to see how it felt. That was my owner. That was Ron Labinski.
Ron was a great teammate. He really made sure you had what you needed to do the work, and then he got out of the way.
He was almost like a leprechaun. I mean, he grew on you immediately, and you could not help but like him.
You never really thought about hugging another architect. I never thought about it, right? Ron was the first guy I hugged to celebrate that moment or whatever it happened to be.
I think the city of Kansas City really needs to recognize what Ron did for the city. Kansas City is virtually the center of sports architecture today.
We've done work all over the world, and all of those started from a firm right here in Kansas City.